This video was produced by Lion Total Care and DuPont, who share a deep commitment to firefighter safety. Firefighting is rough work. Even the best-made turnouts are likely to suffer damage during the course of their useful life. When there is damage, it needs to be repaired immediately to maintain optimum levels of safety and performance. Repairs to turnouts are divided into two categories: basic repair and advanced repair. Basic repair is defined by NFPA 1851 as minor repairs that may be performed by a fire department's trained personnel, verified or non-verified ISP, or the original manufacturer. Advanced repairs are more complex. A verified ISP or the original manufacturer must perform them. This video will provide training for performing basic repairs on turnout gear. Basic repairs consist of repairing skipped, broken, and missing stitches on the outer shell, patching minor tears, char marks, and ember burns on the outer shell, replacing missing or damaged hardware on the outer shell, excluding positive closure systems, closing the liner system following a complete liner inspection, and sealing minor pinhole leaks in the moisture barrier. All repairs must be performed in the same manner and using like materials as the manufacturer. So, it's important to understand certain fundamentals of turnout construction in order to successfully perform basic repairs. Your turnout coats and pants are constructed of 3 layers: the outer shell, the moisture barrier, and the thermal liner. The thermal barrier and moisture barrier are either stitched together or attached to each other with Velcro to form the liner system. The liner system attaches to the outer shell with zippers, snaps, and Velcro. During this video, we will refer to major seams and minor seams. Major seams are seam assemblies, where a rupture of the seam could reduce protection of the garment by exposing inner layers of the garment, such as the moisture barrier or thermal liner, the wearer's station work uniform, other clothing, or skin. If the major seam is in the outer shell, it is categorized as a major A seam. If it is in the liner system, it is categorized as a major B seam. Minor seams are used to attach items that are not critical to the structure of a turnout, such as a pocket or mic tab. The class of seams and types of stitches used to assemble a garment affect its durability, appearance, and ability to be repaired. Garments should be cleaned prior to starting any repairs. Make sure shell and liner are separated before conducting any repair. Make sure you are not stitching through any moisture barrier components. Remember, moisture barrier material can be in collars, storm flaps, front facings, and in other locations. All repairs must be documented and kept on file with the department. Contact the manufacturer prior to making any repairs to CBRN ensembles. If your inspection reveals missing, broken, or skipped stitches on any component of your turnout, remove it from service and repair it immediately. Trained departmental personnel are permitted to replace stitches in the outer shell and thermal liner, but there are restrictions. You must repair the damaged stitches with the same type of stitch as the original. You must use the same type thread, typically made from Nomex. You cannot sew into the moisture barrier other than to reclose after a complete liner inspection. You must consult the manufacturer if there is damage to more than one continuous inch on the outer shell or the thermal barrier major seam. As an example, we are restitching broken stitches on the pants cuffs of a turnout. The stitch originally used is a lock stitch that can be performed on most commercial machines. Lock stitches use 2 threads, the needle and bobbin, which interlock between the plies of fabric. This protects the knot from abrasion or snagging. Lock stitches don't unravel. When repairing damaged or missing stitches, you must overstitch by at least 6 stitches on each side. First, our seamstress backstitches to lock the beginning of the stitch, starting well before the missing stitches and finishes more than 6 stitches beyond. There can be no less than 6 stitches per inch. Neatly cut the thread on the top and bottom sides. Always inspect your repair. Patching damaged areas on outer shells and thermal liners may be performed with the following restrictions. The patch can be no larger than 5 square inches. The patch must have a finished edge on all sides to prevent fraying. The finished edge of the patch must extend 1 inch beyond the damaged area in all directions. The patch must be made of the same material as the original equipment. Let's walk through the process of making a repair to a small tear on the outer shell of a coat. The garment must be clean and the liner system removed from the outer shell. Measure the damage. Remember, the patch can be no more than 5 square inches, and the finished edge of the patch must extend 1 inch beyond the damaged area in all directions. This means the damaged area can be no larger than 3 square inches. This tear is less than an inch, so it meets the size criteria for basic repair. Our finished patch will be 4 square inches.